My name is Gary Rossi. I have been with ListenUp for 16 years now, and this is the first in a series of what we are calling Tuesday Tech Tips. And so my tech tip is on the subject of speaker wire. And speaker wire is, for us, a very important, really, component of a given audio or audio-video system. So what we feel strongly about is getting the best wire, speaker wire, that you can afford, or you feel you can invest that amount of money to make your system sound better. So speaker wire happens to be the longest signal path in your entire system. So a lot of distortion can be created, or in fact, by better cable, inhibited over that length of speaker wire, whether it's a two-channel system that you just have two speakers, or a multi-channel system where you have, a grouping of 5 or 7 speakers or what have you. So we feel strongly that you would need to do some investment in a good quality wire. Our number one brand in our store in ListenUp is AudioQuest. AudioQuest has been around since the 1980s, and basically they have taken a scientific approach as well as an auditory approach to how they've developed wire. Maybe a lot of people think, well, zip cord or lamp cord, it's got 2 conductors and 2 strands of conductors. That's good enough. It's not going to make any difference. But there's a lot of science actually involved in getting information from amplifier to the speakers. So basically, starting at the source, everything is really pretty much damage control. Every connection, every device that you add is either changing the coloration or inherently creating some sort of distortion. We've been dealing with AudioQuest as a partner for over 20 years, and I even sold it in another company. Been here 16 years, so I've even sold it in another company back in the 80s when they were first, kind of a fledgling Southern California business. And Bill Lowe, the creator, has really created an empire, and based on the scientific approach in terms of metallurgy, improvements in design, in the quality of metal, and the evolution of solid core, which is what their speaker wire really is created by, solid strands of poured copper and or silver. Silver is the best conductor for really any source, whether any device. So between as interconnects, as HDMI cable, and even as speaker wire, it is truly the cleanest, best way to do the signal. Now, doing speaker wire in solid pure silver, you're typically not going to invest that type of money, most folks. But copper has come a long, long, long way, so there's an evolution in the process of how their research and development have gone. And so today's wire is way better and considerably cheaper than the high end back in, say, the mid-'80s or early '90s. Finding out ways through science and through listening to create really better wire that does as little damage to the signal as possible. So it's really damage control in all ways. So AudioQuest is a phenomenal company. Again, very, very research-oriented, very scientific approach, but also they listen to everything they make. Like a new CD player in your system, or like a new amplifier or preamplifier in your system, speaker cable can be literally as important in eliminating that damage done by that device.